Hi everyone, I'm Brandon and welcome back to NewsForTeens. In this video, I'll provide an update on COVID-19 vaccines for kids in the United States. In case you haven't heard, almost 2 weeks ago on May 10th, the FDA authorized the Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine for 12 to 15-year-olds. Previously, the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine was only offered for ages 16 and older. The acting FDA commissioner, Dr. Janet Woodcock, stated that this is a significant step in the fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. While authorization of the vaccine for the 12 to 15 age group helps protect them from the virus, and especially against severe and life-threatening cases, it's also a big step in bringing all of us in the US closer to some sense of normalcy. To get a sense of the impact COVID-19 has had on older kids, from March 1st, 2020 through April 30th of this year, approximately 1.5 million COVID cases related to individuals 11 to 17 years old were reported to the CDC. While there's still a lot about the disease we don't know, compared to adults, children and adolescents generally have milder symptoms. The vaccination rollout among older kids is progressing. As of May 23rd, the CDC reported that over 4.9 million people between 12 and 17 have had at least one dose of a COVID-19 vaccine. For the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine, it takes your body 2 weeks after the second dose to be considered fully vaccinated. As for side effects for those between 12 and 15-year-olds, based on clinical trials of the Pfizer vaccine, they were consistent with those reported in the earlier trials for participants 16 and older. This is a visual from the CDC's website explaining common side effects around the injection site and other potential signs that your body is building protection. While only the Pfizer vaccine is currently authorized for young adolescents, we can expect that at least 2 additional vaccines will receive Emergency Use Authorization, or EUA, for this age group. Moderna has been testing its vaccine in 12 to 17-year-olds since December and just recently shared favorable results. They plan to submit these results to the FDA in early June and request authorization, which should likely be granted this summer. The next closest vaccine is the single-dose Johnson & Johnson vaccine, which began trials with 12 to 17-year-olds in April. So when can we expect US kids under 12 years old to be eligible to receive a COVID-19 vaccine? It appears that most will have to wait at least until fall and potentially early 2022. In March, Pfizer started its trials for children 6 months to 11 years old. Earlier this month, the Pfizer chairman and CEO stated that he plans to request an EUA from the FDA for children between the ages of 2 and 11 in September, potentially making them eligible to receive the vaccine before the end of the year. An EUA request for younger children ages 6 months to 2 years would then follow sometime between October and December, which means authorization could be granted early 2022. Not far behind is Moderna, which started its clinical trials for children 6 months to 11 years old in March, with results also expected by the end of the year. How does the vaccination of children fit into the big picture? The US has over 330 million people, of which about 50 million are children younger than 12. That's about 15% of the total US population. There's an increased interest in vaccinating these younger children now that they account for about 24% of new coronavirus cases. Once this age group is eligible for vaccination, the US will be closer to achieving herd immunity, which is the resistance to the spread of a disease when a high enough proportion of the population has become immune as a result of previous infection or vaccination. I'm looking forward to seeing the younger kids get their vaccinations, which should allow them to more freely and comfortably get back to their favorite activities with friends and family. The progress these vaccines have made is impressive. Here's hoping that by 2022, vaccines will be proven effective for nearly all age groups and that we are able to widely distribute these vaccines globally. Thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something new.